for all, because I am back. The Shogun is back on the scene, and the Shogun is the master.
Why don't you sit down and shut up?
What? Why don't I sit down and what?
I said, why don't you sit down and shut up?
Why don't anybody who wants me to sit down and shut up come down here and make me? Why don't any 50 of you who want me to sit down and shut up come down here just for the fun of it?
Retain gang, what's poppin', man? This your boy Tay, back at y'all again with another video, man. Peace, love, and abundance to everybody that's tapped in. I appreciate y'all. If you want to support the channel, I'll leave all my links in my description. Check out the Retain Gang community. It's a live space where we learn and grow, help each other. We do weekly calls, so tap in with us. But never again will I ever dim my light for somebody else. Never again will I ever put someone before I put myself. No more pedestals, right? No more giving my last, giving what I don't have, just draining my energy. And the reason why I say this is because I learned the hard way. I have too many examples of me doing these things and it backfired on me. And I'm here to tell y'all, if you're going through that same situation where you're giving, or you're trying to have empathy for people's feelings about you and how you naturally vibrate, you try to dim that down. You try to suppress that to make others feel comfortable around you. I'll let you know right now, if you find yourself in that situation, you are losing power. You are draining your energy. All right? What raises our energy the fastest? Being authentic. Being who you truly are. But see, when you do the opposite, when you start being fake in order to appease other people, when you start to worry about how other people feel about you and your natural alignment with the cosmos, with the universe, you don't want to step on nobody's toes, right? So you walk on eggshells. You are losing power. You are draining your energy because you are trying to fit in with people who are at a low vibration, or they don't match your vibration. Because if they matched your vibration, they wouldn't be trying to change you. You wouldn't have the need to feel like you need to change around them or be fake around them. You would just be yourself. That's what being authentic is going to do for you. It's going to naturally align you with those people that you need to connect with. It's going to naturally align you for everything to happen how it's supposed to. So look at Superman. You know, Clark Kent, that's not who he truly is. Clark Kent is his mask. That's his alter ego, right? Him trying to fit in. He has to dim himself all the way down to a mortal level. He's not even human, but he's trying to fit in. And what is his definition of fitting in? Being weak, being timid, you know, simping. He wants Lois Lane, but she ain't really feeling him like that. She wants Superman. You know, he chasing her, trying to get her validation. She wants Superman. Why? Superman is his authentic self. Remember, they're the same person. But Superman is his authentic self. So she's more attracted to that than Clark Kent. Clark Kent is him being fake. So you'll notice that's why his life doesn't flow the way that it should. He doesn't get the opportunities or the girl that's meant for him because he's not being who he truly is. And that's what happens to us when we start being fake in our life and not shining our real light. You don't attract the things that you need, right? And this throws you into chaos. You out of order now. You start attracting people. You start attracting relationships that don't serve you, that's not meant for you. You attract toxicity. You attract a lot of negativity in your life because you're going against who you truly are, right? Our life stops flowing when we get off our path. That's just how it is. And when I don't meditate daily, when I'm not naturally aligned with my daily practices, my spiritual practices, I'm off beat. I'm not aligned. You know, misfortune is happening to me. Simple things too. I could be driving and I'm catching all red lights. I go grocery shopping and everything that I need is out of stock. Like little things like that will start to happen when I'm not aligned with myself, not walking in my true path. You know what I'm saying? Just little misfortunes like that'll happen. See, the universe can't read my energy because I have this illusion spell that I've casted. Me being fake, me trying to fit in. Your energy gets distorted. So now you're just attracting who you aren't. You know, but that's draining you as well because illusion spells take a lot of energy to cast. They take a lot of energy. You know, them illusion spells cost a lot of mana. It's like trying to build a character, but you're not speccing it right. You know, you build a mage, but you got warrior specs on it. You got warrior weapons on a mage character. It's gonna be out of alignment. You're not being your authentic self. You know, if you're gonna be a mage, you gotta build a mage. You gotta have gear that complements a mage. You know, a robe that has plus on magic, plus on spell casting. You know, you can't wear gear that says, you know, plus strength or plus, you know, archery. That's not gonna serve a mage. So you gotta get in where you fit in. Putting yourself in spaces that don't align with you also drains your energy. You dim your light, you lose power. Because it takes a lot of energy for you to combat your environment. The environment itself is not serving you. The vibration might be too low. If you got to overly protect yourself in your environment, that lets you know that the environment is not serving you. You know, when we talk about spiritual, as if you walk outside and it's just spiritual attack after spiritual attack after spiritual attack, yeah, you know, you might be getting too big for that pond. So it's time to switch it up. Even the people in that space will feel uncomfortable around you. Why? When you wake up, it's hard for you to ignore the real shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't ignore the realness anymore. You can't ignore what's right in front of you. See, when you were asleep, you didn't really see a lot of things. But now that you're awakening, there's things that you can't ignore anymore. Your spirit, your soul won't allow you to. No matter how much you try to fall back to sleep, it's not gonna happen. I try to dim my light and go backwards, you know, because I was afraid and I didn't know what was going on. It didn't work out for me. You know, I put myself in a space that wasn't in alignment with who I am and where I was going. I'm still trying to connect to old energy that don't serve where I'm going. By you waking up, you have to be authentic. That's the only way you can move because we know we serve through spirit and truth. It's gonna be hard for you not to be real with yourself. You know, your spirit is always gonna let you know when you're not doing it. It's always gonna be a gut feeling or your intuition that lets you know, hey man, this ain't you. This ain't how you ride. This ain't how you rock. You need to, you know, go a different way. You need to switch it up. That's why y'all be seeing angel numbers sometimes. It's telling you, hey, this ain't you. You know, turn around, go back this way. You'll notice that people can't really be fake around you because you're going to sniff that out. You're going to expose it. Your authentic self connects with their authentic self. That's why people feel uncomfortable around you sometimes because you're pulling out their authentic self. You know, while they have this mask on, this illusion spell casted in front of you, that's distorting their real energy so you can't see who they truly are, but they can't hide it from you. You see right through it. Right? You see right to their soul. And they feel uneasy. Some folks want to hurry up and get the hell out your way. Some folks, they keep their distance. Some folks, they get defensive. But that's not on you, though. That's not your fault. And you cannot stop that from happening. Your authentic energy is going to bring that out regardless. You don't ever want to dim that down because what you're doing is you are going against your purpose. One of your purposes in life is to wake up the ones that sleep, to agitate them demons, to get things flowing so that they can heal, right, and get knowledge of self, so that they can heal and start to get on their purpose. That's what we do. We're like a lighthouse. We go to different sections, different areas. We're all spread out and we shine our light. You know, for those that may be lost, those that may need help, they'll come to you. But if you dim your light, imagine a lighthouse not working and it's a storm at sea. How are the ships gonna know where land is if you dim your light? No, you gotta have your light shining at all times. You never know what ship that's lost is gonna need your help. You never know what lost soul is gonna need your help. And this isn't ego speaking, man. We all have different roles, right? We are all soldiers of the Most High, but we all have our different responsibilities. Some of us are healers. That's what we do. You dimming your light is doing you a disservice. You gotta have confidence in yourself. Your confidence comes from all the adversity, all the things that you've been through. I've been through a lot in my life. And that's what keeps me going. It's just to know that, man, I've been through so much, but I'm still here. This is some stuff I've been through I shouldn't have made it through. I shouldn't even be talking to y'all right now, but I'm here. That's my motivation. That's why I do what I do. Because I know if I can do it, you can do it. There ain't nothing that's too much you can't handle in this world. There ain't nothing that you can't handle. The only limitations you have is the ones you put on yourself with those mental blocks and overthinking. You start overthinking, get your ass outside and meditate, man. Put your feet in the grass. That's gonna take all that doubt away. It's gonna take all that fear away. Okay? It's gonna get you back to your warrior-like self. Get outside, start breathing. Getting outside, that's gonna give you that natural glow too. It's gonna intensify your glow. You see? Utilize these tools, man. But one thing you can't do is you can't be worried about what people think about you no more. Them days are over with, you know, and a lot of us, we're grown now. You know, we're not in school anymore, so you shouldn't be worried about what someone thinks about you anyway. Everybody's living life right now. Everybody's going through it in life right now. Who is anybody else to try to judge you on what you're going through or where you should be in life? That's for you to decide. Who is anybody to judge what you do or what your purpose is? That's not for them to decide. So why are you worried about what they got to say? The Most High gave you a duty, gave you a mission, and that's what you came here to do. Everything that you're going through right now, everything that you might face, you already knew it was coming. You looked at the mission beforehand. You saw the objectives. You saw the obstacles. You saw the enemies. You already seen everything before it happened. You said, yep, I want to experience this. I can handle this. I choose this level. So just remember, anytime you feel like dimming your light, anytime you feel inadequate, you know, you start feeling lost, just remember you chose this. Just remember that everything that you saw, you foresaw, you already knew you can handle it. You already handled it. All right? That's the beauty in this life, man. The beauty is when we tap into our true power, you start to lose that fear of failure. I can do anything I put my mind to. My light ain't just light. My light is intelligence. My light is power. My light can manifest. And so can yours. All right, y'all. So stay your authentic self. That's your true power. That's going to naturally align you with who you need to be with, where you need to go, where you need to work, what your purpose is. It's going to give you all the ingredients. All right? But you got to get into the natural flow of things. Nature is natural. It's not about forcing anything. Stop forcing connections. Stop forcing people to like you. Stop forcing opportunities. Get back into nature so you can get back on your natural flow. Who are you? All right? Find it out. Y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all thought about the video. If you want to speak to me, I do one-on-one consultations, so I'll leave a link in my description. But y'all have a beautiful day, and I'm out. Peace.